Some of my biggest songs were not written in some fancy studio in Hollywood or Nashville or Toronto. They were recorded in my truck, in my car. Probably gone through a Starbucks drive-thru with a blueberry bar and an Earl Grey tea. But they were just written and inspired while driving, while thinking. Sometimes I'd be really inspired playing a track while I'm thinking and just driving and pull over the car and then start writing notes and writing lyrics and stuff like that, and then drive a little bit more, and then I'd write a little bit more and just get inspired. And sometimes things would come naturally and they'd come like right away, and other times I had to push through it. And I just really want to encourage all the artists that are watching this right now is that, look, like, push through that messy middle. Just because it's hard doesn't mean it's the wrong time to write, okay? Just because it's hard and you're not feeling it and it's not coming right away doesn't mean you're not supposed to be writing. Push through. Because 20, 30 minutes later from now, you might get a killer verse, you might get an amazing hook, or just something, a piece of music that is amazing. But because it was hard at the beginning, you stopped and you quit too soon and you didn't push through. This happened yesterday when I was in my family room. I was writing all day. Nobody was home. And I got some stuff. Some of it was okay. I don't know if we'll end up using it or not. But then later on, my wife and my daughter are now home, and they're in the other room watching stuff, and I was listening to some stuff, and I kept on playing with some things and playing with some lyrics, and I was like, I'm kind of getting distracted, I'm hearing stuff, but I was like, I'm just going to keep writing. I started to feel something, and all of a sudden I tapped into that inspiration, and I ended up recording something that was really, really dope that we're going to use probably for a song. I haven't even sent it to my producer yet, but I'm pretty sure he's going to freaking love it. My wife loved it. She's like, oh my gosh, this is amazing. She's like, this sounds so like raw and real. It just feels like really from the heart. Like it doesn't feel contrived, like you're in a writing session with someone and you're just writing whatever lyrics. It sounded like it was like really from the heart. And that's because I had to push through. I had to push through. So I want to encourage you to push through. One of the things I always do, I don't always do it, but I try to, because I'm a believer. I'm a believer in Jesus. I'm a Christian, and so I always pray. I always say, God, give me some ideas, give me some wisdom, give me some creativity to write the best song that I can impact people and help people. Whether that's even a song about God or not, I just always want to tap in to God, because I'm a believer and I want God, I want His anointing, I want Him to speak through my lyrics. I want my lyrics to pierce hearts and make a difference. And whether you're a believer or not, or whatever you believe in, I hope that you want to write things that do pierce hearts, that touch people. And so that means you're going to have to dig deeper into yourself and not just write these lyrics, but live your lyrics. Like, let it all come out of you, and just that emotion, that passion. Don't just let it be like, that's a fancy word, or that's a cool quote, or that's just a cool phrase. Like, you got to put that emotion behind it so people can feel that breath, so they can feel that attitude, they can feel that slang or whatever it is, that tone of voice, on your lyrics, because that delivery comes through. Words on a page are just the words on a page until they are spoken or they're sung. In the way they're sung or rapped, that's when they come alive. That's when they come alive. When they're just on the paper, depending on whoever sings them, that's where they come alive. And so I encourage you to dig deep. Don't give up. Find your inspiration. Push through that resistance, as I think it's Malcolm Gladwell that calls that. I think it's the lizard brain. It could be another author. I can't even remember. The resistance. I think it's the war of war to the war of art. I can't remember what book, but it talks about the resistance and pushing through that messy middleman, pushing through until you have your breakthrough moment. And you're not going to have breakthrough moments unless you get to that spot where you're writing lyrics. Don't make excuses, whether it's loud, it's noisy, put in your headphones, find that spot to write, find that creative moment, and then get to work. Write something awesome. Go change someone's life with a song, because you have songs, you have lyrics that can change the world. If you have not gotten a copy of my book, Fighter, 5 Keys to Conquering Fear and Reaching Your Dreams, that underdog story will change your life. It's called Fighter. Go get a free copy on Audible so you can listen to it and let it change your life.